for a second straight play. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd and 2, Rose. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rose. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heinicke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heinicke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Heinicke. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 3rd down, Heinicke. He's going to float this one deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Stephon Tuitt, his second sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Heineke. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Heineke. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Andrews. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Hey, get in there, get what you want, Jake.
Malik McDowell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Watch 18. Single. Go. Like 4. It's out of time.
Back to throw. Rose. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing. Heineke. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Andrews. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down now, it's Ball. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rose. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rose. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Ball. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second and 11 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Ball. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Rose. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. On 1st down. It's Ball, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. He finds his man, complete. That's Ball. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Rose. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rose. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Heineke. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Heineke to throw it. He's got Njoku over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On play action, Heineke.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
Now Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw is Heineke.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 33. Santos' kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Completion here to Claypool. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ball.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rose. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Heineke. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Final play of the half here. Heineke.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now Heineke. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Ball. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rose. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rose. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Throwing on first down. Rose. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on first. Off the bootleg. Rose. And here's Freiermuth again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. On 3rd down, it's Ball. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Heineke's throw there taken in by Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw. Rose. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it, down 3 on 4th down. Looking to throw. Rose. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken right around the 44.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Rose. Johnson's got it complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Rose.
Again, it's Johnson.
A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Ball. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Oh, boy, hang tight here. Down on the field, Juju Smith-Schuster. And everybody on that sideline holding their breath. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and he had better running off the field.
And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And a play fake, and now Heineke.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Heineke.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
He'll buy some time, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Taylor Heineke.
An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Browns have moved out in front.
So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Andrews.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Rose.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On 1st down, Rose. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Claypool with another catch.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rose. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw on 2nd down. Rose.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Heineke now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.